Well, here we are. Home sweet home.
Well, hello again, folks. Welcome back to the snowy mountain. Looks like winter is here to stay. We've gotten some pretty good accumulation so far, some cold, blustery nights, but I'm happy to report the cabin has stayed nice and cozy. It's been holding the heat really good. The new stove is working out just fantastic, really exceeding our expectations. We got a couple more projects we've got to take care of, and then it's going to be smooth sailing after that. It's been a busy year. There was a lot of things, we were really under the crunch, a lot of things that we had to get done before the cold weather set in. One of them was replacing the front door here. When the cabin was built, it was just a hunting camp. The old plank door served its purpose, but now that we're here more or less full time, we wanted something a little more convenient, something with a window in, let some light in. So I'll show you that project. Another one of the things that was urgent for us to take care of was get the skirting done. Got that all done. It's keeping the cold out from beneath the camp. The pipes aren't freezing. We're in good shape. Show you that project. Yeah, but like I said in one of the past videos, most of the must-haves and must-dos are things that we now have and things that we've done. It's been a busy year, but we've gotten a lot accomplished. Just a couple more things to do, and we will be able to enjoy the woods and enjoy the cabin, and it'll be all worth the effort. Yeah. So I'll show you what we had going on. So I had this door made. It's a standard exterior door. Decided to go with one single pane rather than the 9 light. It's a little easier to wash. Deadbolt. I didn't order the whole door with the jamb casing and all of that because I didn't want to disturb any of this. I'll put that in place, put the siding on. I don't want to disturb any of that. I was hoping just to pop that door out and put this one in its place. Got a little bit more of a project ahead of me, and I'll show you what. When this door was originally built, it was installed with these strap hinges, and this strap goes the equal distance in that direction. The only way for me to get at those screws is to pop all of this trim off, but this trim goes behind this. I would have to disturb all of this. I don't want to disturb any of this. So I'm going to take the door off with the screws, and then I'm going to try and cut this hinge with a Sawzall. And of course, since the screws were put in back in the 50s, they weren't done with Phillips head, they were done with slotted, and they're long, and they were put there to stay. Oh, that's a heavy door. I'll take the handle and the lock and stuff like that and use it in another application. Yeah. Well, the first one didn't go too bad. Let's hope the rest go just like that. I hate to cut these old hinges though. These are old gems, built real heavy. Oh well, they gotta go though.
Well, there you go. One new door in place. It's mission accomplished once again. One project that needed to be done before winter was the skirting. A cabin just won't hold the heat without it. Certainly a must-have in the North Country. But before I could install it, I needed to remove and replace all the piers and supports that weren't very supporting. Like this one. The old boys must have been hitting the knickerbockers when they installed that one. Jeepers. So with all the cob jobs removed, I framed around the perimeter of the camp with pressure treated and buttoned everything up nice. With Frankie's assistance, of course. Look at him.
Not much help, really. Yeah, am I keeping you up?
I wanted the skirting to fall flush with the deck, but these tipped-out piers were interfering with the plan. A masonry blade and a chisel was the remedy for that issue, and everything come out nice. So I've got it all buttoned up nice. The wind is staying out, and the dirt underneath the house is not frozen. It stays nice temperature. Got some access doors. This is the last spot I need to cut, but I'll do it at a later date. I got to get in here with the saw, make a bunch of slices in this, and then use my masonry chisel and chisel it away back to this where the pressure treated is, and then cover it, and that'll be done. So as you can see under here, I got all bubble foil on the inside of the framework, and it is nice and warm under here. As you can see, the dirt isn't frozen, even right here in front of the door. So there's not going to be any problems with my traps freezing. Nice and warm under here. Fantastic.
Yes, I'm really happy the way that came out, especially with what I had to deal with. There was a lot of removing of the old piers and chiseling away at the piers there to get it the way that I wanted, but it come out good. It was worth the effort. We have had some really cold, blustery nights, but with the bubble foil insulating the floor and then insulating the inside of the skirting, not only is the floor not cold anymore, it's actually warm, where it feels like you're walking around on a radiant heat underneath the floor. It's fantastic. There's a lot of people asking about the bubble foil. With this project here, since the cabin was already built, I couldn't put the bubble foil on top of the floor joist and sandwich it between the floor joist and the subfloor like I like to do. So we put it in between the joist. It worked out good, but not as good as the way that I prefer to do it. You've seen me before, where when I have the floor framed, I roll out the bubble foil and I sandwich it between the subfloor and the floor joist. That's the way to go. But when you're doing that, you just have to keep the water from getting trapped between the two floors. That has happened to some of the folks that have used it. Look at the snow coming down. But it's not a problem, because if you can get underneath your floor and you do have water trapped in there, just slit the bubble foil, prop it open with some sticks, maybe run a fan, get the floor dried out, staple it back up and tape the seam, and you'll be fine. Now, there was one project that needed to be done, and I put it off because it was a miserable project that I didn't want to tackle. But my procrastination came and bit me in the butt, and I'll show you the telltale signs that were showing me that I had a potential problem coming up. So I got behind the knee wall and I finished it up. I have one side left to do. I'll show you what I was up against.
So that's the area up there behind that knee wall, and it's pretty obvious that there's some heat loss, and then the snow melts. It drips down to the eave where it freezes, causes the ice dams. Yeah, I gotta get down in this crawl space. You can see why I put it off. Dusty, dirty. And I got Frankie helping me here. You gonna help? You good boy? Huh? You good boy? You gonna help? Okay, come on. Go on now.
Come on.
Go on.
Back up. Go lay down. Be a good boy.
So what I'm gonna do here, folks, is I got the old prop event that I put up many years ago. And then I'm gonna blast through here with the big drill, and then I'll put the prop event in, and that'll allow air to come up and go under this and vent the roof. You can see why I put this project off. But here we go. Okay, this is all insulated now. Get the insulation up, put the prop vent up above it. Put a little bubble foil around the edge there to block out any gaps. Yeah. Now I will probably just run some strapping across here just to hold the insulation in place, and then I might put some scraps of sheetrock or some OSB board or something on the strapping at a later date.
So all I got left to do now is to cut an access door through this knee wall, get back there and rip out all the mouse-riddled insulation and whatever else I find back there. Not looking forward to that. We put this knee wall up maybe 18 years ago or so, and everything behind it is original. No, I'm not really sure what I'm going to find back there. But I'm going to get it all cleaned out, and then I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other side. I'm going to drill some holes to let the air go through, put in the prop vent, get it insulated, because this here is insulated with prop vent, but back there was left cold. I'm going to get that taken care of, and that should eliminate the ice dam problems. And then next summer we get a metal roof on here and we will be in good shape then. Yeah.